Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Yolanda Monique, and I am here to share with you my April favorites. Most of these are going to be products that I've been using for the entire month. Some of them are just recent things that I just got, and it's like, oh my god, since I got it I cannot stop using it. So there's not a lot of products because, you know, let's just say staying at home has made me like reduce some of the makeup that I've used, and then some of it is like I just want to feel better until I get made up. But you guys know what I'm talking about. So let's get started. First, for cleaning wipes or facial non-makeup related stuff, I'm gonna have to go with my e.l.f. makeup cleansing cloths. I absolutely love these. They're amazing for cleaning my makeup off my face, as well as spot cleaning my brushes when I want to spot clean my brushes really quick. So I absolutely love this. I get the twin pack. I used to get them when I was at school because the bookstore would sell the twin pack for $5. So I actually have like another pack for this, and then I'm gonna have to order some online, but since I'm not wearing as much makeup, I might not go through as many. But yes, I mean, these are absolutely amazing. So if you can get these, definitely go for it. And they are sold at Walmart and Target. So that's the only non-makeup item that I wanted to share with you. Everything else is just total makeup. And I have everything in this little basket right here. I'm going to start with the things that I use going on the way that I put them on my face. So the first thing is, I've been like going through different eyebrow products, and like here I've actually used a combination of like literally 3 different brow products to get this look. But the thing that I keep grabbing the most is this e.l.f. eyebrow wax pencil, and it's like I purchased it at Walmart when they were having that special where they had like 5 other products in it, and I was like, I'm not going to use that, and I stuck it in my drawer. And then one day I was like, you know what, I want to go through things that I haven't touched or haven't used. I grabbed this and I was like, I put it on and I said, wait a minute, this actually not only makes your eyebrows stay in place, but the products that were like, it actually makes them better. It's literally a clear wax, and I didn't think I would like this, but I'm like pleasantly surprised by it. And you just literally just brush it on. I've used this with powders, I've used it with the gel, I've used it with the pencil. If you have a pencil that's an off color, it can help it a little, and it definitely keeps the flyaways, and it definitely gives your brows some shape. So I'm trying a new powder, and the powder, when I just put it on, it would not stay. I mean, it was literally, it's an inexpensive powder. Literally, it was just falling all over the place. And so I put this on, then I went with the powder on top of it, and I'm like, oh, this actually might work. So definitely been using this a lot for my brows. Then the next thing is, and you're gonna notice a lot of e.l.f. stuff because it's just on a budget. I really love this e.l.f. eyebrow pencil. I actually purchased this when I had purchased my last cleaning cloths from work, and this is the eyebrow duo. There are plenty of other ones. I just like how small this is, so I can like get into my eyebrows. And then the brush, I just like the angle. It's good quality. It literally was only $2, and I'm like, hey, this helps my brows look heck of amazing. Okay, the last pre-face before I like get to the face is from e.l.f. again, and I swear this isn't sponsored by anything because I'm too small for them to even notice me, but it's the e.l.f. matte putty primer. I absolutely love this. It's white and it's like a cream, but then when you put it on your, like, see, but it actually blends in and mattifies your face. If you combine this with other products, be careful. Some products I've discovered will peel when I mix it, like certain pore filling primers will peel that I had, and then some do great. So just, you know, test that out. This says it does some pore filling. I don't know, but I can tell you it definitely helps with my oil production, especially in my little T-zone. This is, I think it was like $5, but I really like this, and you get a heck of a lot. I mean, look at that, is a lot, and I have put it all over I've even used it sometimes as an eyeshadow primer. But anyway, I really like this, and it's not that expensive. So if you're wanting something to mattify your face, So let's go to the face. So, oh wait, normally when I do my makeup, I actually do eyeshadow first. So the two eyeshadow palettes I have been grabbing the most, and I'm a mostly neutral girl. I love neutrals, and every once in a while I love those pops of colors. So this look I actually did from a combination of these two products, but you can do pops of color, you can do neutral. The first one is the Not a Basic Peach from Wet n Wild. This is not a stranger for my favorites. I use this a lot, and lately this transition shade, this one right here, oh my god, I've been like really loving it. And literally all I have is a transition shade, and then I deepen the crease, and then that's it. I mean, I put a highlighter, but so this is amazing, like I said. And I like the orange, so I've used it to do orange as a transition shade on me. This one you can do peachy colors, you can do that pops of color. There are some shimmers, and then there's some mattes. Let me just show you some of the shimmers. So look at that right there. Here are the colors. You see that blue? You have to build the blue up, I will tell you. The copper is amazing. There is, like right here at the tip, it's like a rust. There's a copper, and then there's a gold. Absolutely amazing. So you can do like shimmer looks. I tend to gravitate towards the mattes, but you can definitely do something with them. Now, this is a recent purchase. I've only had it probably 2 weeks. Love it. I actually want to grab one more, and I want the one that's the hot jalapeno, and that's what I'm talking about, is the e.l.f. bite-sized shadows, and this is in truffle. So if you wanted a small shadow eyeshadow that gave you a neutral look, this is the one to do, because like this is a black. Wait, wrong with what? This is a black, this is a dark brown, a medium brown, and then this is like a shimmer champagne. Let me just tell you, the black is black. I had received Natasha Denona black, and I was like, what am I gonna do with the single black? And then I started practicing with it, and I gave it to my sister. This is darker than Natasha Denona. Let me just tell you, this is black. So you can definitely use that, and I've used it when I try to do like a dark smoky blue, or I just wanted to do just line my eye with the eyeliner, and then I put the eyeshadow on top of it. I use this. This is absolutely amazing. It's like a champagne kind of like color. It's right by my Fitbit. Look at that, guys. I mean, that is gorgeous. I've done bold looks with this, where I put that in the center, and then like did a dark, went to the brown, and then a black. You can use this as the inner quarter highlight. I just love this palette because I feel like if you're a neutral girl, it's going to be amazing for you. If you wanted that little pop of color, there it is. Right, I keep getting opposite. There it is right there. It is absolutely amazing. Like I said, I want to do the green with the jalapeno because I realized I don't have a lot of green eyeshadows, and I definitely want to increase it. So those are the two that I have been grabbing the absolute most. And like I said, I have that on now, and I actually like the look. It's very neutral. It doesn't look like you have gone too far with the makeup look. And then I did my cat eye, and then literally I just took the black shadow on top of the eyeliner. The eyeliner that I've been using recently a lot, mostly this month and last month, is from L'Oreal. It is the Super Slim, the Infallible Super Slim Liquid Eyeliner. And here it is right here. You've seen it in a few of my tutorials. I actually love this. Let me see if I can draw a line for you guys. I actually used this one February when I went with some of my friends to we did something for Valentine's Day, and I used this on their eye. Yeah, I absolutely love this. And you can make a thick line, you can make a thin line, and I use it to make my wings. So yeah, definitely loving that. So the two foundations that I have been using the absolute most, one is the drugstore, one is high-end. And the high-end one I was introduced by BoxyCharm, and as soon as they had a second one on sale, I went and purchased it. This is the Becca Ultimate 24-Hour Foundation. I am in Maple. Some people were complaining, saying that it's too drying, it's patchy. I was like, oh, let me get my Farsali and make sure I get it to go smooth. And I was like, wait a minute. So I tried it with my Farsali. I tried it with my Beauty Bakery, the baking oil. I then even tried it with one of my other little liquid primers. And then I tried this without it. You know, just make sure I prime my face and moisturize it really well, and then I use this. So I'm not sure why some other people are having trouble with it, but I have not had any trouble with it. I do have to build it up to do full coverage, and maybe because I do a thin layer on my face first, and then I come back with the second layer, and then it's a little bit thicker on the second layer. But when I want to be like flawless, I'll do like a thin layer and then a thick layer or medium-sized layer. But if you just do a thin layer, this is one layer on my face, and I'm like, boom, I look good. So one side always looks better than the other. But yeah, I definitely like this. It has a pump. It's super thick. I love the fact that it rarely transfers. Like some of my other foundations, it's like I'll have to, I know that it's transferred because I'll have like a little ring on my collar. I hate those, but it happens. And sometimes I like driving to work, I would have to have like a, what is it, I would put a little cloth underneath my neck while I'm driving to work, doing all the little movement things, you know, dancing, singing to the songs while I'm driving to work, so that by the time I got there, the foundation had finally set. Hopefully. Some of them never set all the way, but this, after I put this on 3 minutes, and I literally timed it for me, 3 minutes, this bad boy is set. I do not have to worry about it transferring onto my clothes. I might actually start wearing white. I stopped wearing white because it was like so horrible transfer. This I actually really love. The next foundation that I've been using a lot is Wet n Wild. It is the Photo Focus foundation, and I am in Cocoa. I really like this. I tend to use this more than the other one simply because I like the coverage. I will tell you it takes a while to set. I don't use powder when I set this because if I use powder, the powder transfers like no other. But I do love the way it looks on my skin, and I can build this up to full coverage. This would definitely be a medium coverage foundation, and I take 3 layers to get full complete coverage where you can't see any characteristic of my hyperpigmentation. But I do love how it looks, and it doesn't look cakey on my skin, so I just love that. The thing that I've been using the most to apply my foundation is this brush that I got from BoxyCharm. I really like it, and I just, you know, like I said, I do a thin layer the first time because I was kind of like, when I'm painting, they always tell you you put a thin layer on the canvas so that can adhere to the canvas, and then you build your layers up. So I think maybe that's why I don't have cake faces, because I'm slowly building it up. It does take a little bit longer, but it is worth it. But I really, really like this brush. And then I have sponges that I've been using when I'm not using this, and literally I can't say one sponge is better than the other. I've been using every sponge that I've gotten, either that I purchased or I've received in a box, because I just, to me, they do the same thing. I can't say one sponge looks better than the other, but I can definitely say out of all my foundation brushes, I keep grabbing this one to put my foundation on, and I do love it. And the handle's unique. It's different. So when I'm putting on my contouring and my powders, I'm using the brush. This is from Farrah, and this is their 4FM stippling brush. This one is pink, so this is the one I use to put my blush on. And this, even though it has a purple tip, this one has brown on it, so I use this for my contour. And I just love how, like, if I have a blush that is like really, really strong, I just like lightly tap it on. And then if I have those that I need to like, ooh, let me build this up, I can tap it on or I can stroke it. I just love this for using for my blush and my contour. I just think that they do amazing, and I keep grabbing them. I love the handle. I think they're really, really beautiful, and the blue is just, it's pretty cute with the blue on it. So the last of the face products that I've been using for concealers, I have 2 drugstore concealers that I've been using the absolute most. One is my actual skin tone that I use to actually conceal, and that's a new concept for me because normally I wouldn't conceal. I would just like build up my foundation. And the other one I use to highlight. So to conceal, I use the e.l.f. 16-hour camo concealer, and this is in deep cinnamon. Literally, this is my skin tone. It has a really thick brush, and so I would just use this and apply it to certain hyperpigmentation spots, only because I've run out of my orange corrector, and I was like, okay, I have to correct a few things. So then I applied this because I was like, this is my same skin tone. I love it, and it definitely, it'll set, and then you come back on with the foundation and it doesn't shift, it doesn't move. I definitely want to try another one of these, a lighter shade, to do the highlighting part of it. But I really like this, and e.l.f. has been like coming strong in my collection. It's also affordable. The other drugstore foundation, not foundation, dang it, concealer that I've been using, and I have used that today to do like the lightening underneath my eye, the brightening. And this one is the Infallible Pro Glow Concealer from L'Oreal, and the shade I have is 07 Cream Cafe. And this is it, and it is a doe foot applicator as well, but it's a paddle, so it's like, I don't know if you can see that, but it's flat. I like the Pro Glow. I feel like to keep wrinkles from happening underneath my eye, I need to add as much moisture as possible. And the Glow, I feel like they have a lot more moisture in it, which is where you're getting that glow from. So I'll actually apply it underneath my eye, and then I'll set it with the powder. But I just love the way, even if I don't set it with the powder, I just love the way this looks underneath the eye. And this is the only place I will put a Glow product intentionally underneath my eye. And then the product that I'm using to set it is from Fenty Beauty, and this is their Pro Filter Mini Instant Retouch Setting Powder in Honey. This is the mini, and I've used this almost every freaking day. Let's just say every other day. Every other day I've been using this, and I have a good amount still left. So I definitely want to purchase the larger size once I get close to running out of this. I just love how the honey highlights my eyes. I don't put powder on any other part of my face, but right up under here, and of course the T-zone, and then my chin, and I just love how it just brightens the look of my face. For highlighters, you guys know I don't normally do highlighters, but I was like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna make myself use a highlighter, and I have it on today, and I don't know if you can see it because it's kind of subtle, but it definitely hits like the high points. And this is the Becca, and you can see I rubbed off on this one, but this is the Becca Champagne Pop, and this is a mini one that I got from my Etsy. And you can see right there, I have it on the high points of my eyebrow, I have it down my nose, my inner corner, and then I have it on my the tip of my nose. And I love this. It's not over, I mean, like, you can build it up to be like, whoa, in your face, but if you just take a little bit and then like apply it, then kind of, I don't want to say spread it out, but distribute it evenly, then it looks like you have a bright spot, but it's not like bright. So I really love how light that is. Okay, so the center part, this one right here, is where it is full on straight application, nothing else. Then right here, you see how it's diffused? I lightly brush it on, and that's what I normally do. I just have a light brush on it. So you can do intense, I want you to see this, and you can do a really light application. And I have been like using this a lot, and it's a really pretty shade. I love it, and it's so funny. The minis actually go a long way, especially if you're like me and you don't use a lot of highlighter. I think that you'll definitely like that. Now, the mascara that I've been using the most, and I think next week will hit the mark where I need to replace it, but I've been using Thrive mascara. It's a lash lengthening extension mascara. Right now I have false lashes on because I'm trying to get comfortable wearing them. Since I have nowhere to go, I can take as long as I want to apply them. I've been using this up until we had to stay at home, and then I've been using the false lashes when I do get a little dollied up. But I definitely would recommend this Thrive. I like the container. It is like seriously got some weight to it, but the mascara is amazing. The wand, I really like it. It grabs your lashes, and it's kind of, when it first comes out, it is a wet formula, but I feel like it's totally worth it because it doesn't take too long to dry. Haven't noticed any flaking. The last thing that I want to share with you that I've been using the most for the month of March is the lip products, and this is an oldie. Stays in my collection. I might stop mentioning it because I'm constantly using it, and I use it as a lip liner. And this is from the BH Cosmetic Missy Lynn collection. My sister gave this to me. I use this lipstick as a lip liner because it is the perfect brown lip liner. I don't know what I'm gonna do when I use it up, but I mean, like, that's twisted all the way up, so that tells you I've been using the heck out of this. I've used it with my browns, my pinks, I mean, like, anything where I want to use my natural lip line to outline it, I'm like, this is the shade. This is it. So I keep using it because it works, but it's like I don't want to run out of it. And then the lipsticks that I've been using the most, I'm a neutral girl. Like I said, I like pops of color every once in a while. The first one is from Huda Beauty, and this one is Interview. Love this, and I love how the actual shade is the top part of this, and you can see it right there. This is my go-to nude lipstick, and I've used so much, that's all I have left. I love her lipsticks. I definitely want to get a few more. I definitely love this one. I just love the way it looks, and this is, I mean, like, literally, isn't that cool that the lips top is the shade? The other one, I actually received this. My friend got it in her Etsy bag. Did not think the color was complimentary to her. Gave it to me, and I've been using it like crazy. At first I was like, oh yeah, I'll get it. It'll look cute on my makeup vanity because it's, you know, it's shiny, and I have a lot of shiny things up there. And then I actually started to wear it, and I'm like, oh, I like this. Okay, it is by Bella and Argent, and the shade is 3 Play. First of all, look at that. That is absolutely gorgeous. That's what I'm saying. It would just look good, shiny on my makeup vanity. But then you put this shade on. This is like my everyday nude where I don't have to wear a lip liner because it's like a shade, maybe 2 shades pinker than my actual lip shade. But I can put it on, and when it fades naturally nice. It just makes my lips look like my lips look better. I just love it. It's a great lip color. So I definitely even when I use this up, I love the packaging. I'm just gonna keep it, and it's magnetic, which I think is just too cool. But that's it, guys. Those are my favorites for the month of March. I don't have a lot of high-end products other than the Becca and the Thrive. I'm kind of a low-key kind of girl, especially now that at home. And I might do some more videos of just wearing a makeup just so I can like do something, because your girl is, whew, cabin fever is no joke. Thank you again for watching my video. I pray to see you on the next one. I pray safety. I pray blessings. I pray covenants over you and each and everyone who's listening and watching this. In Jesus' name. Thank you guys again. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.